Yo, what's up everybody? It's Scuba, and I'm back with another video teaching you guys how to get your first earnings in solos during Season 6. It's fairly simple, and all you really have to do is play smart and play all 10 games to get your first earnings. So this is going to be like 7 tips or so about like all the things that you need to do that I highly recommend that will probably get you some earnings or place you high up on the leaderboards. The first one is to find a good drop spot and perfect it. If you have the best drop every time, then you're gonna get the loot, and you're gonna secure easy elims off spawn to just get you some points, and you're gonna never die off spawn, which is the #1 way you throw your games. You don't wanna you wanna reduce 50-50ing, but you don't want to land on those huge special chests that drop like the purple or gold loot, because that's a huge 50-50. You don't get the gun, you're just so fucking dead, so you don't want to do that. Number 2 on the list is how to find dead side. So if you can find dead side easily, then it's free points. You literally, if you rotate around the edge of storm, then you find all the bad kids and you get free points. They drop you heals and mats because those kids are stacked just trying to get to endgame. But it's just so easy to fucking kill those kids. All the really good kids are battling it out in center zone, and you kill all the bad kids and get absolutely stacked. Coming in at number 3 is knowing when you need to conserve mats and when you need to overbuild. And something that goes hand in hand with this is also knowing when to disengage fights and when to engage fights. If you need loot, or if you are if you don't need anything, then you don't need a refresh, then just play yourself and then just grind out placement and kill the last few people. If you have a shit ton of mats, then you can just full tarp everything and play safe and just not risk a 50-50 or anything by somebody who needs mats or needs a refresh. There are, if you VOD review your games, there's definitely many instances where you die with mats, and in an end game in solos, that's never something you want to do. You want to make sure that you use every last bit of your mats and everything you have. So many people die with stuff in their inventory, with stinkfish in their inventory, and ammo's not really that big of a deal, but in solos AR is. But other than that, if you have enough to shoot your gun 50 times, then you should be good. And just dying with mats is something that is gonna consistently keep you from not placing. Number 4 is knowing when to take high ground. There's so many, there's ways, or there's times when you want to take high ground, and then there's times where you should just stay ultimate low or a few layers above low and just basically try and get some frags down there. But a time at half and half out is not when you want to take high ground. Even if you have 1500 mats, that's not what you want to do. In trios you have 4500 mats, and in solos you have maximum 1500, so you want to basically keep that in consideration when you're deciding when not you should go for high ground. On mountain zones, over by Catty Corner and Misty, you want to definitely be up on high ground for those zones. So if you're basing up, you want to try and be on the mountain, so you have an easy rotate and easy holds on the kids who didn't go up on the mountain. But that's gotta be you gotta be ready for the zones. So say you land Camp Cod, you want to basically loot all the Camp Cod and be ready to rotate, and if you pull zone, 3rd and 4th zone, be ready to get up on that max high ground, the tallest point of the map, and win the game. That secures you the win right there, because you just have to stay up with the very small chance that you get headshot sniped in solos now. That's a win condition right there. Tip number 5 is securing kills quickly. This is vital in placing because if you have to burn all your mats, all your ammo, all your health to get a kill, it's gonna be at one time. It's gonna be so hard to place. Say it's like a mid-game fight, you have 1,000 mats, and you're like, oh, I could fight this kid, we're not too far from zone, and then the fight just drags on, it attracts attention, third parties come, people just start running at you because now you're low, you have no mats, free loot, and it's like that throws your games right there, taking those unnecessary mid-game fights. If you're watching this video, you're probably not a pro. You're not gonna win 100% of your fights. So you need to basically know your skills, know what you can do, know, oh, I can kill this kid, or nah, he's way better than me, so I'm not gonna go and try and fight him right now. Tip number 6 is much harsher, but it's reality for a lot of y'all, and it's just to stop being a bitch. If you die and you're complaining like, oh, of course he's got a gold pump, of course he's got max mats, full health, a million fish, and god ping, nah, just shut the fuck up. Like, pros don't hold walls, pros like tarp out, they don't put themselves in shitty positions where they have to rely on 0 ping to keep them alive, and that's, you have to basically play like that. If you have 40 or 50 ping, most of the time everyone is gonna steal your wall. So if he jumps on your wall, immediately go for an edit, or immediately put a cone or a stair in your box, and don't play your ping. Basically, if you have 0 ping, then you could play your ping. But if you have really shitty ping, then you have to adapt and get a different play style and basically play like a bit more of a bitch and run away, kinda. Don't make excuses like, this kid is a fucking loser, like, go outside, man. Nah, shut the fuck up again. Don't, like, if you're that kind of kid, you're not gonna place, you're not gonna get earnings. This is how it works. No one wants to play with someone like that who just complains. They want to play with people who are like, oh damn, good fight, bro, like, you're better than me, so I'm gonna use that as motivation and now work harder and practice more and go into replays and see how you just shit on me, and go into realistics with my friends and just practice that and try and get better doing what that kid did. Tip, I think number 7, but this is the final tip of the video, is to practice. You gotta play the game. If you want to place, you're not gonna place by playing like an hour every night after basketball practice on the PS4 in your living room. Like, that's just not really gonna happen. If you want to place, you gotta be committed to the game. You gotta play the game every day, and you gotta work hard to get better at the game. Just going into like a stupid fucking like BHE 1v1 like build map with 10 of your friends in an Xbox party isn't gonna help you get better at the game. You gotta know life reels, know life arena, play some scrims, and work, like, aim train, get your mechanics up, because mechanics is very important for solos. You can't IGL. IGL is a pussy position. Anyone can IGL, but you just have to know, like, it's not that hard to be smart at the game. But in solos, you want to place in solos, you gotta be good at the game. You gotta know everything. You have to know IGL, you have to know how to tarp, you have to hold the ideal inventory, you can't have someone drop you mats, and you have to be able to kill people and secure kills, and you have to know piece control and all that shit. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Placing is not easy, but this is a direct guide. It's just, you do all these things. These are the ways that you go up the leaderboards. You get points easily these games, or this way, if you do it correctly. That's all you gotta do. If you guys are interested in placing in trio cash cups, I'll be dropping a video about that in the next few days, so make sure to like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.